Hello everyone, I am Dr. Vikas Kare. Today we will discuss the example of central tendency of group data. In the last lecture number 6, we already discussed the basic concept of central tendency of group data in terms of how to calculate the value of mean, median and mode. So in the case of group data do not provide information about individual value. So hence, measure of central tendency and variability for group data must be computed differently from those for ungrouped or raw data. In the case of group data, the mean for group data is then computed by summing the products of the class midpoint and the class frequency for each class and dividing that sum by the total number of frequencies. And the formula for mean for group data is given by sigma of Fi Mi divided by n, where the Fi is equal to the class frequency, capital N is equal to total frequency, and Mi is equal to the class midpoint. The median for group data is given by L plus N by 2 minus CFP divided by F median into W. So all the basic concept of central tendency of group data is already explained in lecture number 6. So for the basic concept of central tendency of grouped data, kindly refer to the lecture number 6. So now we come to the example of central tendency of group data. So here we consider the frequency distribution of given data or raw data. First we consider class interval in terms of 30 under 40, 40 under 50, 50 under 60, 60 under 70, 70 under 80, 80 under 90, and 90 under 100. Then we find out from the raw data frequency of occurrence and number of occurrence. So according to the given data, the number of quantity in between 30 under 60 is 36. Similarly, the number of occurrence and frequency 40 under 50 is 27, 50 under 60, 32, 60 under 70, 33, 70 under 80, 21, 80 under 90, 26, and 90 under 100 is 33. So now we calculate the frequency distribution. This example is related to the performance score of employee, which is come in between 30 to 100. So there are number of occurrence in between 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, 90 to 100. Then we identify relative and cumulative frequency. So in this case, we already identify the number of occurrence in the terms of 36, 27, 32, 33, 21, 26, and 33. So in that case, we also identify class midpoint. The class midpoint is equal to the here 30 under 40. So that's mean the class midpoint for 30 under 40 is equal to 30 plus 40 divided by 2 is equal to 35. So in similar manner, we identify the class midpoint for 40 under 50, 50 under 60, 60 under 70, 70 under 80, 80 under 90, and 90 under 100 is class midpoint is 95. Then we identify relative frequency. Then what is the meaning of relative frequency? The relative frequency is given by individual frequency divided by total frequency. So in the first case, we identify 0.173. That's meaning the 0.173 is equal 36 divided by 208. Similarly, in the case of 27, 27 divided by 208. Similar, 32 divided by 208. So in a similar way, also count out value of relative frequency with respect to the frequency of 33, 21, 26, 33, which come 0.158, 0.1, 0.125, and 0.158. After that, we identify the value of cumulative frequency. Then what is the meaning of cumulative frequency? The cumulative frequency is a moving sum. What is the meaning of moving sum? Then first frequency is 36. So cumulative frequency for first one is already a 36. Then 63. Then what is the meaning of 63? 36 plus 27. Then equal to the 63. Then 95. So 63 plus 32. Then 95. 95 plus 33 is equal to 128. Then 128 plus 21. This one. Then 149 plus 26, this one. Then 175 plus 33 is equal to 208. So in the last row, cumulative frequency is equal to the total number of frequencies. So in this example, we identify the value of cumulative frequency in terms of 208. Now we calculate value of mean. So first, the mean is the average of a group of number and is computed by summing all the number and dividing by the number of numbers. So the class interval 30, 40, 40, 50, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90, 100. The frequency is 36, 27, 32, 33, 21, 26, and 33. Then we identify the value midpoint in terms of M, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, and 95. Then we calculate the value of M square. Then what is the meaning of M square? The first 35 square, then 45 square, then 55 square, 65 square, 75 square, 85 square, and 95 square. After that, we identify the product of frequency into midpoints. So what is the meaning of 1260? 1260 is equal to the 36 into 35. 1215 is equal to 27 into 45. 1760 is equal to 32 into 55. So in that way, we identify the value of Fm. Then summation of Fm is given by 13300. After that, we identify the value of Fm square. So F, the value of frequency, then M square to 36 into 1225 is equal to 44100. So then also identify the value of Fm square. So after that, the value of mean in a group data is given by sigma of Fm divided by total number of count. So in that case, the sigma of Fm is equal to 13300 divided by 208 is equal to 63.94. So this is the mean of group data. Then we identify the value of median. In that case, the median is the middle value in ordered array of number. But in this case, when we identify median for the group data, first we identify n divided by 2. So in that case, the n is equal to 208 divided by 2 is equal to 104. So after that, we identify the value of 104 in which case it is identified. So the cumulative frequency 36, 63 and 95. So we identify the 104th value is in between 60 under 70 because the cumulative frequency of first one 36, 63 and 95. So then 104 is lie in the class interval of 60 under 70 because this value is 104 or here the cumulative frequency is 128. So in the formula, first we put the lower limit of the median class interval, which is equal to the L. So the 104, according to the cumulative frequency, is come in between 60 and 70, according to the class interval. So this L is equal to 60. After that, N by 2. N by 2 is equal to 208 divided by 2 is equal to 104. FP, the value of FP, a cumulative total of the frequency up to but not including the frequency of the median class. So the FP, the value of FP is given by 95 because the FP is cumulative total of the frequency up to but not including the frequency of the median class. In that case, the median class is 128 up to the 60 under 70. Then FP, the value of FP is given by 95. So here we put the value of 95. Then frequency of median class. So in that case, the frequency of median class is 33. This one, the frequency of median class is 33. Then we identify the width of the class. So in the given data, the width of the class interval 30 under 40, that's meaning the width of the class interval is 40 minus 30 is equal to 10. So we put all the values, the lower limit of class interval 60, N by 2 104, frequency of median 33, frequency of before the median is 95 or cumulative frequency before the median is 95 and width of the class is equal to 10. Then final, the value of median is 62.72. After that, we identify the value of mode. So in that case, the value of mode is class midpoint of the model class. So in the given example, the model class is 60 and 70. So the average of 60 and 70 or the midpoint of the 60 and 70 is 65. So for the group data, the value of mode is equal to 65. So in a given example, how to calculate the value of mean, mode and median with respect to the group data. So we identify the value of mean is equal to 63.94, value of median 62.72, and the value of mode is equal 65. So that is an example of to find out central tendency with respect to the group data.